Hey there, welcome to Student of Life Podcast. This podcast is here to help all those who are on their mental, emotional, and spiritual wellness journey, just all around, just becoming better as a person and moving in a better direction within your life. It is here to also encourage and just inspire and educate all those who may be new and just thinking about starting the journey but don't really know. Just to encourage you to start it, and all those who have maybe been in it for years or for months and just looking for something to just like keep them going. This is what I'm here to do. My name is Ep.54 and I'm thank you very much for being here with me. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this episode and all other ones that is there for you to also go through. And if you are returning, thank you very much and for coming back, and I hope you do enjoy this episode just like you enjoy all the other ones as well. And in this episode today, we are going to be talking about the importance of creating space for rest. So without further ado, let's get straight into this episode. When I say rest, a lot of people probably think about just like sleeping. That's not what I mean. Creating rest for me, creating space for rest for me is creating a space for balance. Being balanced within and without and outside as well. Okay. So I had this experience a couple years ago, right? That really helped me to really understand the importance of resting and just finding time to just like balance myself out. And that experience was when I was basically in when I first started uni, my first year. The course that I was in first of all was like a 1 year course, and it was really, really stressed. Like it was cramped. It was a lot. It was very intense. And what is it called? The way that I had to kind of be to like make sure that I pass this course and I get really good grades, I thought for me was just like go, go, go. So I was like going to classes from like 8 a.m. to like 5 p.m. And then I'll stay in school from like 5 p.m. to like 8 p.m. And I'll probably only eat like once a day. And I'll just be there like just working. And I did that for so long, for like more than like a month. Like how are people doing that all the time? And I think it was about this almost 2 months in, I completely felt like, I won't say that it wasn't depression, but I felt so low that I didn't even want to get out of bed. Like I got so sick as well. Like I just had a cold that turned into more than a cold. I didn't even know what it was up to this point, but it turned into more than a cold. Like I was coughing, my body felt like I just was sick, like really, really sick. And I got to really understand very quickly that what I was going through was basically a burnout. So I put my brain I didn't want to like socialize with anybody. I didn't even want to like speak to anybody. I just couldn't have the mental capacity to even like take in any information from anything. Nothing at all. I was just sleeping all the time. And I didn't understand what was going through. I just thought, I'm just really sick. I'm just sick. And I was literally like that for like a week. Like proper like a week, more than a week actually. And I just thought, maybe I'm just sick and stuff like that. And I got to really understand upon research and things like that. Like I got to find like, you're going through a burnout. You're completely just burnt yourself out because you thought you could just go. You have to take care of yourself properly, taking care of your body, taking care of your mental, of your spirit, every part of you properly. And with that, I started doing more research into like burnout, what it is, like how do you even get there, how to get yourself off a burnout and things like that. And I was able to come out of that stitch. Once I came out and I was healed and I was able to like go back to classes and continue, I completely changed my whole routine. Because like I'm not going back to feeling like that ever again in my life. And up till now, it's been like 5 years now. And I've never had a burnout ever since. I've had moments where I've been really stressed out, but I've never had a burnout because having a burnout is not good. It's nothing that you should be wanting to do and stuff. And I really got to understand that workaholic me, that was that kind of person like just working, wasn't gonna go, would eventually just like kind of like kill me. It was really just gonna kill me. It wasn't gonna make me or do anything positive for me. That's not what's gonna make me successful or be good at anything. Instead, it was actually going to kill me. That's just what's gonna happen. And once I got to understand that, I started to get into more practices of like meditation. So every time like I started being very stressed out, I started feeling really, really stressed, like because of school and just because of like work and things. I'll start like practice meditation, just like meditating in class, just meditating like if I'm in the library and things, just like ease my mind. Sometimes I just close my book and I just go back home. Like I won't do anything for the rest of the evening, but I understand that right now my mind and my body and everything is telling me to stop. It can't take any more information. And I just need to like wind down, like unwind, eat good food, pamper myself, and just let myself be for the rest of the evening, and don't try to cramp anything in. And that has helped me so much. And having that mindset carried out for the past couple of years up to now today has literally helped me so much. And I'm a big advocate of creating space for rest now. Like, when I see people who always talk about hustle culture within a society, a lot of the times people always want to talk about how I'm a bit busy and booked, busy and booked. And just hustling, just grinding, no sleep, no days off. And I hate that. I really, really do. Like, I really do, because I look at it like some people might just be saying it, but maybe they really do take care of themselves properly. But other people will take that and then they'll just be thinking that, oh, maybe I'm successful. That means I gotta really keep going and keep going and keep going. And that is not the case. Being successful and being good at anything does not mean you gotta keep going and going and going. It's actually knowing when to take a break and take a step back. So it's really important. I just want to encourage you to really, really, if you are the kind of person who's always on the go and always on the go, that kind of person, hustle culture, no sleep, always grinding and things like that, take a step back. Start creating space for rest. And I want to give you 2 tips on how to really do that effectively. One that helps me is every single time, throughout the week, I can see myself kind of like just going. Maybe I'm like always just on my phone, or either like I'm always watching something, or even I'm like on a computer, just always like doing something that really eventually would tire my mind, that would like really like exhaust my mind, and even to a point where it comes towards my body, I stop. Like, I literally tell myself, stop. As soon as I start feeling like I'm getting a bit of a headache, I'm like, yeah, that headache, I know myself. You gotta know your body. For me, when I start getting stressed out, I start getting like, it's too much for me, I start having headaches. And as soon as I start feeling a hint of headache coming, I close on my laptop, I put my phone to the side, whatever it is I'm doing, I stop. Like, I stop. I do not try to keep going. Oh, let's just go for a bit more longer. No. That's my body telling me right that it's had enough. My mind telling me I've had enough. Stop. And I listen to my body. So one of the things I really want you to start doing is listening to your body. Listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to how like you feel at each times. Some people can work for 3 hours and they're good. Some people can only work for 1 hour and they need to take a break. Some people, they gotta take a break every 1 hour. Some people can work for like 5 hours, no break, and then they're good, like they're fine, but they need to take a break after 5 hours. You need to start figuring out how long you can go without resting. And for me, I don't believe in going like the full day no rest, 24 hours no rest. I believe in taking at least 2 hours out of your day. Even it's morning, when you wake up, have some really good morning routines, like, drink some water, take some time out to like listen to something, read something, consume something positive that will help you, say a prayer, meditate in the morning, have some good breakfast, have something good, make sure your morning is filled up with greatness, with goodness, that will really help you throughout the day. And throughout your day, if you're going to work or you're in school all day, in a library, or if you're just home and just working from home all day, make sure that at some point throughout the day, you make sure that you have time to eat. And when you're eating, do not be eating and working. Do not be eating and I'm doing them. Take time, if it's 30 minutes you're going to use to eat, if it's 1 hour you're going to use to eat, just take time to eat. Maybe you're watching something while you eat, something to entertain you. Maybe, you're just eating, you're not listening to anything, you're just like in your moment, just enjoying your food. Take time to do that. Like, take time for yourself. Let your mind just rest. Throughout the evening, after some time, like for me, I've kind of put myself on this thing now, like after 8 o'clock, no more work. We're out. Nowadays, I even cut it to 7 p.m. I've now put it to 7 p.m. Now after 7 p.m, I'm not working anymore. I'm stopping. Because when I'm at home, sometimes like I be going. And I'm that kind of person that was like, once I get into something, I do not know when to stop. Like, I just keep going and keep going. So I have to put in really strong boundaries on myself to keep going so I can take care of myself, make sure I don't have those burnouts or those stressful moments. To the point where I'm not even waiting for my brain to have headaches. I'm not waiting for headaches and then that's when I stop. Because that's also unhealthy. If you're going to wait for your headaches to come before you stop, that means you've already tired yourself. So right now for me is putting all those things I've kind of like told you, all the little tips I've kind of told you, just like, well, that's what I do throughout the day. In the evening, after like 7, like I stop, I have my evening shower, I step outside. If it's raining, obviously it's raining. But if it's like, it's okay, it's not raining. If it's cold, I don't care if it's cold, I'm still gonna go outside. As long as it's not raining, I'll go outside for a walk, like a 10 to 15 minutes walk. And I just like, while I'm walking, I don't even have my phone, I don't put no music in. Just outside, just listen to like wherever voices out there. The cars going by, people talking, the quietness of the evening. Just like observing for what I've done throughout my day. self-evaluating myself, what everything I've done throughout my day. Was it good? Was it positive? I started to do my prayers. I do like little prayers in my head. I do affirmation time, gratitude. I start saying thankful for the things I'm thankful for throughout the day. Thankful for the things, that in my life that I'm thankful for. And I just do that, just like zen myself. And when I come back home, I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. I put my phone on D&D. Like literally from like 8 o'clock, my phone is on D&D. I don't be on my phone like that. I just watch, if I'm watching Netflix, I watch Netflix. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just doing that, and I'm just indulging myself into that. If I want to meditate, if I want to like, listen to an audiobook or like read a book, that's what I'm doing. Like whatever it is I want to do at that moment, that's what I'm doing, and that's it. And I'm just resting, preparing myself for the next day. And that's our things that I think is really important that we should all do. Like create time to rest. Resting does not mean, you're just sleeping only. It does not mean that you just be lazy. No, it means you're taking time throughout your day to take care of yourself. Create that time to take care of yourself is so important. Make sure you do that. And I hope, me sharing my experience with you, and also sharing what kind of like I do throughout my day to day to like help me to, incorporate rest in my mind, my body and everything. And just like preparing myself like mentally and emotionally for the next day. Making sure I'm taking myself out. I hope that everything I've shared with you and coming towards the end of this episode, I just want to make sure that everything I've shared with you within this episode, I hope that has been really, really helpful. Sharing my story and like, going through my burnout, learning more about that, making sure I put myself in like, a boundary where I don't go through that again. And also sharing with you guys how I usually spend my days, what I usually do to make sure like I'm resting throughout my day, from the morning to the afternoon to the evening, how I try to take care of my mind, my body and my spirit, things that I do to have a very holistic life. I hope you guys are able to like pick up certain things that can also add to your life to also help you as well. So thank you very much for staying all the way to the end. I'm super grateful to have you here. You don't forget to rate the show on Apple or Spotify. Give me the stars. Okay, give me the stars, and also you can also leave a reviews as well. Reviews are so important. I love to read that. What do you think about the show? What do you think about this podcast? Things that you just like. So thank you very much for staying all the way to the end with me, and I'll see you guys very soon. Mwah.